Quick audio check. Okay, perfect. Sounds like we have sound. Okay, I'm just doing this recording here, and I just recently went in a 4-hour Australian dollar long signal. Now, up to this point, most of my trades have been on a 15-minute chart, but I have taken a couple of 4-hour signals since I've begun offering the signal in the copier. So I just wanted to do this quick video so that you can see what my thoughts are behind this trade, just in case you were wondering what the heck I'm doing buying the Australian dollar. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to pull this Australian US dollar chart opened. And I'm going to point out what the signal is here. And it looks like we were maybe temporarily disconnected there for a minute. Sorry about that. Well, anyway, what we have here is when this comes down from below 40, I look for a signal when it crosses about above 58, and then to see this carry on into the 60s. And what this does is it oscillates, not neatly and cleanly, but it'll oscillate from below 40 to above or around 60, and it'll just kind of do that. And the rules of this entry system are that I only take the first signal. So I only take one buy and one sell. So for instance, we would have got a buy signal here, then we got our sell signal here, then we got a buy signal here, a sell signal here, never got a buy signal here, but you don't take the sell signal. Even though the Australian dollar did continue way down, the rule of this is to only take the signal one way. So you're going from buy to sell, to buy to sell, to buy to sell. And now we are into a buy signal. And these are pretty reliable signals, just like all of them. So, of course, I'm not going to take a signal if I think I'm going to lose on the trade. I think this trade has a good chance of being a profitable trade, and that's why I'm in it. That being said, where I'm looking at on this is here's our Australian US dollar chart. We've already come up through the 23%. And we lost audio there for a second again, so just sorry for the pause. Hang on one second. I need to turn off the sound from Nick's chat. It's driving me nuts. Okay, sorry about that again. We came up. We've broken through the 32, so I'm setting the 61.8% fib as the target for this. Now, I don't necessarily think I'm going to hold out for that, but maybe get 50 to 75 pips of that move on this trade. Okay, so that's our US dollar. Now I also want to show you another chart here that kind of confers with what's going on. This is my dynamic range indicator, which basically projects the highs and lows of the week based on the current high and low of the week and the weekly ATR, and it's a pretty accurate indicator. So what we have here is we have the US dollar, or the Australian US dollar, trading well above the open. We've got a strong, if you can see here, the Australian dollar, which gave a buy signal, and consequently the US dollar also gave a sell signal in the 4-hour. That being said, the probabilities that we go to our range high of the week, and that would be by the end of the week, is pretty good. So I like the chances on this trade. The probabilities are definitely well in our favor on this. Now we're going to go ahead and take a look. The Australian yen is a little bit different, but still a good trade. We'll open that up here. Now, again, there's our Australian buy signal. The yen's next signal will be a sell signal. Okay, it made its buy here, came down, made its sell here, which wasn't too good of a sell signal. Matter of fact, it would have probably been a losing trade. Made its buy signal up here, and now it's due to cycle back down. So even though the yen is high, it's in a good place to continue down for the next couple of days. You know, for the next on a 4-hour chart for the next 15 or 20 bars. So again, that is a pretty good probability on that trade. And if we swing over here to my market scope, and I've got fibs here on the Australian yen, and the audio cut out again. Sorry about that again. Looks like we're good to go. Now for the Australian yen, I'm setting the target at the 38.2 because the yen is still pretty high up on the 4-hour strength. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to tumble from where it's at. So, we're gonna come and test this 23% probably. Then from there, it's R2 and the 38.2. And my target is the 38.2. And again, just like with the Aussie US, I'm not going to try to get the whole thing. I just want to get a piece of it, 50, 60 pips. So between these two positions, I feel we have a very strong chance of pulling in between 100 and 200 pips on the trade. The other thing that I just wanted to point out is that we also, and I don't trade a stochastic, but we have a very bullish stochastic turn up here. And then on the Australian US dollar, this is a bullish pattern where the stochastic doesn't oscillate and then turns back up. Very bullish. In addition to that, we have a bullish candle. We have that long, I don't want to call it a pin bar, but you got that long tail, and I'm not a candle trader either, but I do know candle patterns, and those are bullish patterns. So we've got many things on this trade that are saying that this is a very good chance that we're gonna hit that hit those targets of the 38.2 on the yen and the 61.8 on the Australian US dollar. And real quick, we'll just swing back here, and then I'm going to wrap up this video. I don't want it to be too long because I just wanted to do a quick explanation here. But our weekly range high, now we are trading below the weekly open, but getting a very bullish move here on the Australian dollar. So that being said, we got the weekly high here at, I got to move this thing out of my way so I can see it. We got a weekly high at 88.56, and I'm pretty certain that we're going to take that out. 88.82 is the 38.2%. So for this to go back to the high of the week and hit this resistance would probably be a good place to get out of this trade. It's not quite the 38.2, but you got to think that there'll be some orders to sell the Australian yen up at that level. So that will wrap this video up. I just wanted to give you a brief explanation of why I went in on this trade, and and we'll go from there. So we'll update on this, and like I said, this isn't like my normal 15-minute trade that lasts, you know, a few minutes to a few hours. This one here can go till Friday potentially, depending on how things move. Now, if we get a really nice strong move, I'll take the fast pips and be happy with that. And then we're in small on this, so it's not like it's a big trade. It's a small trade. It's less than half normal size. So that will wrap up this video. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and you have a great afternoon, evening, morning, wherever you're at, whatever time it is, and happy trading.